man, can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think it's necessary to be on self-improvement as a Christian? Or do you think it's a sin because you're trying to serve yourself?
Man, I don't really know. There's good arguments on both points where you shouldn't serve yourself, but it's also necessary to improve yourself to live up to God's standard.
Okay.
So I really don't know.
In the Christian community, there's a debate. Is self-improvement a sin? Or is it a necessary action you need to complete to be closer with God? And in this video, I'm going to be looking at arguments from both sides and trying to see why they believe this one and why others believe this one. So first off, what is self-improvement? The dictionary defines it as improvement over one's knowledge, status, or character through one's own effort. That sounds like a very positive thing. So why do some people consider it as a sin? It's because it takes you further away from God. If you rely so much on your own hand, you're going to lose faith in Him because you think you're doing everything by yourself. I was this way for a long time where I was like, red pill, yes, I do this shit. I am the one in control of my own destiny. But no, that's not true. God is the only way to transform your life. So for example, take meditation, a very common self-improvement habit. Once you stop doing that thing, you stop getting the benefits of the focus and clarity, right? But take, for example, giving your life to Christ. You automatically get all the virtues of God. You're more gentle, more kind. And that doesn't mean you're perfect, but you already get a lot of virtues that God values almost instantaneously. And that is what transformation is. That is what self-improvement is. That is bettering yourself, not a quick fix like the gym, meditation, journaling, because we know that God already loves us. We don't need to be fixed. Those are some reasons why people believe it's a sin to do self-improvement, because you can't change the flesh by the flesh. You need the Holy Spirit and the power of the Holy Spirit to actually transform. But on the other hand, you need to do self-improvement because you are not perfect. We are all short of God's standards. Say, for example, lust. We are lustful by nature, but God tells us not to lust. So we can't just keep jerking off, watching porn over and over again, and never take personal actions and personal efforts to make that change and not being as lustful as God's standard says. In 2 Peter, it says you need to make the effort to excel morally. And that's self-improvement. You need to make the effort, right? And this is what I believe. I believe it is necessary and it goes hand in hand with Christ. Self-improvement does. And I would love to see what you think about it down in the comments. Hopefully you picked up some perspective of other people's arguments or even my own argument. And if you learned anything, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Peace.